All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. I am coming to you right now from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm just north of it, actually. And I bought another truck for the channel, and I am going to explain to you guys exactly why I got this one and exactly what I got here real shortly for you guys. We'll do maybe like a little walk around of it. I don't know if I'll do that during my trip. I kind of just want to get home to my family. I flew out this morning at 8 o'clock this morning. I landed here at noon. I'm on the road by probably 12:45. So I just kind of want to get home, you guys. But you know what? We got a lot to talk about this truck. I got a pretty good deal on it, I'm not gonna lie. It's got a heck of a story, so you guys are gonna be really interested. I've once again bought another truck with another story. So far, the truck's doing okay. Cross my fingers, knocking on wood. The fuel gauge doesn't work. He failed to tell me that. My mistake, I didn't bring my edge monitor. I should have. I thought of it as I was driving away and in the air. And you know, it is what it is. It's, again, my mistake. What can you do? So I'm gonna have to log it by miles, do a little hand log in here on my way back home. Got about, geez, a 7-hour trip, 8-hour trip, 8.5 probably with stops, so wish me luck. Well, I finally got off of the 120 miles and I jogged to the right, and now 72 miles to stay on 39 north. Hey-oh, that is not factory. Maybe that's why when I go to 61 degrees, it turns into freaking 80 plus degree, 90 plus degree sauna, like I'm sitting in the Texas heat. And if I stay at 60, it turns into a freaking meat freezer. It looks sweet, I like it, but that's probably the reasoning of my issue for the fact that I can only get it either 1,000 degrees in here or meat freezer in here. That's my two options. All right, so new day. Truck is home. You saw the little walk around with it. We're gonna be filling up my wife's garden beds here with some topsoil and then topping it off with some garden soil. So of course, first day of having the truck, not even 24 hours of owning it, I've got 4,000 pounds of topsoil in the back of the truck, putting it to work. Well, let's go ahead and talk about this thing. So it's a 2004 GMC Sahara 2500 HD. It's a LB7, so it's the lower end of the 2004, the last year of the LB7s. It is a salvage vehicle, a salvage title, so I'll let you guys know that right away. I got a really good deal on it. It's got a lot of weird things going on with it. It's got a really good story that I'll have to cover in a separate video, maybe multiple videos. And I don't know, the fuel gauge doesn't work on it. The ABS light is on. The thermostat thing is kind of weird, but it blows really cold air, so that's good. I don't know if those are boost auto mirrors or not. The body is 100% rust free. There's a dent here in the back. A small dent that I'm gonna get taken care of. Don't mind the train. And then another dent down here, a small one that can easily be popped out. Now I'm gonna professionally get that popped out. I'm not gonna try and do it myself. I'm not a body work guy. I don't even wanna try and do it, so. But other than that, out of all the trucks and the price range I've been looking for, because I wanted a project, but I didn't want too big of a project, so I wanted a project, but not necessarily on the body side of things. And this one was really in about the best condition that you could get for the cost that I paid. It's got a really old rhino lining. Here it is down there. Here's where it gets weird. It's a GMC Silverado bed. I don't know. I don't know. At first I thought they threw Silverado taillights on it, but then the Z71 doesn't come in 2500 HDs, so I'm assuming this is a 1500 HD bed. It's not a 5.9. It's not a 5.9 bed. It is a 6.5 foot bed, so it obviously would have come off of a 1500 HD because those ones have a 6.5 bed, just like the larger trucks. The running boards I do like. My wife likes as well. It is a 6-inch lift turned all the way down. It's actually not that bad. It's actually better than my truck because my truck is stock turned up. I don't know what lift it is exactly. Again, I have to dive into this more. We have to get this on the lift. We have to lift it up, take a look on the undercarriage, see everything going on. He did brag to me about these new control arms. That's got a new alignment. Well, yeah, because it was in an accident while it was stolen. It was stolen, I think, 3 times. And again, we're gonna have to go over that once again. I'll go over the story. Maybe I'll go over multiple stories in a couple of videos, or pitch at it here and there. But it is a good looking truck, irregardless. I do plan on taking these off. I'm going to take these off with a fishing line instead of the heat and peel method, because I don't want to peel the paint off because the paint is in good condition. But I do want to keep these badges here, and then we'll take these off. Like I said, I don't know if these are Boost Auto mirrors or not. If you guys know how I can look into that, that would be great. The rims, I do not know exactly what these rims are. New upper control arms there. They do look like those are factory upper control arms. Here's those CV axle angles for you guys. Very, very nice and level. Happy about that. Little skinny tire rods. Wow, that's something we got to take care of. But another weird thing about this truck is it's got these lights here. I'm not sure how I feel about them yet. They are a white light. So in Wisconsin here, I'll easily get a ticket for that. So if I do keep them, I'm gonna have to change them to ambers. I don't necessarily hate them. Let's see if I can turn them on for you guys real quick. Oh, and here's the random switches. So there's one set, the top set. I don't know what these other two switches do. We're gonna go on, turn on the second switch, and it turns on that bottom row there. Again, I don't necessarily hate it. We'll just see over time what's gonna happen, what we're gonna do with it. Like I said, this is a salvage vehicle. It was stolen 3 times, recovered, insurance paid out, stolen again, recovered, stolen again. Really weird scenarios. I don't know. It is tuned already. I do have the Spade AutoCal with it. It's Duramax tuner, so I do have to give them a call. It has a really weird head unit here. I don't know how I feel about it. I didn't mind it on the way up here after I got used to having it, but the one thing I do hate is this is hitting right there. So yeah, I'm gonna look at maybe changing that out. But there's a lot of things on this truck. I'm not gonna 100% tackle this truck right away, you guys. This is something that I'll pitch here and there. Obviously, one of the first things I am gonna do is take care of that fuel sending unit. Yes, I know, why not just put a lift pump on and get over with it? Well, I do like to be able to read my fuel mileage. So we're gonna take care of our sending unit. And quite honestly, $270 versus $700 at the moment. For this truck, I'm just gonna spend the $270 to get that replaced out with buying it from Lincoln Diesel Specialties, because this truck is going to then allow me, you guys, to start taking apart the LBZ. Yes, I really, really love my LBZ. That's not going anywhere. This is not replacing that truck. This is adding content to the channel. The LB7 world, I love the LB7. I love the sound of it. They're beautiful trucks. This is gonna allow me to then go ahead and take apart the LBZ. One big concern is we've got a really, really, really black oil coolant tank with only water in it. No clue what's going on there. It is missing the overflow hose, which isn't really a big deal, but because it does have water in it, this is one of the biggest things I do want to tackle on this truck immediately when I do get time for it. We're gonna put in a new radiator. We're gonna do a new thermostat housing. We're gonna do the pipe for the thermostat. We're gonna do new coolant boots, and also the pipes that go down, we're going to replace those as well. And we're going to replace that all with PPE components, all stainless components. I'll go into that all in that video when I do it. There's a lot of corrosion that happens in your cooling system, and when somebody adds water, you can't verify, you're not 100% sure if they use distilled water or not. And even with just using only distilled water, there is some minor minerals that get caught up in that distilled water. So it's important to get that stuff out of there, get it replaced so that it doesn't corrode more and more and more. The truck is, like I said, is in great condition for what it is. It's a 2004, 290,000 miles on this truck, 293 I think to be exact. I do like these running boards. It does act as a splash guard as well, which is really nice for rock chips. It's aftermarket 4-inch. I don't know exactly what it is. It's not stainless. It's definitely just the basics one. So we're gonna have to take a look at that. But here it gets a little weird again, you guys. That's purple paint. That's purple underneath. That's purple. It's purple. What? Why? I don't know. And again, this truck had 6 owners, so we've got our work cut out for us, you guys. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a fun little project for the channel. Obviously, I made it the 8-9 hours back home from Missouri with no problems at all, even with fuel sending unit not working, the coolant, the water in the coolant reservoir, no overheating issues, no issues at all, realistically. Truck sounds great. The injectors, they said that they were replaced 15,000 miles ago, and I don't know if that's true or not, because he still hasn't sent me the paperwork on it. He said he was gonna fax me over the paperwork on it, but he never actually ended up doing that for me yet, so I'll probably give him a few days here and ask him about it here in the future. Things have to be replaced here. The mirror was replaced at one point. I don't know why. It's like they ripped the old mirror off. Maybe it got stolen or something. The old mirror got ripped off and they put some junky one on there. The heated seats trip out every single time you try and turn it on, so I have to figure that out as well. I'm assuming it's one of the two elements. So I'll have to unplug a side, try it, unplug the other side, try it. But that being said, thank you for hanging on to this video. I know it was just a lot of talking. It was just me talking about the new truck for the channel. We're gonna go over a lot of it in the future and just slowly dip into it here and there. The main focus this summer is gonna be my truck. We're gonna take the bed off, we're gonna take the rockers off, we're gonna try and replace all that myself. I'm no bodywork guy, so I'd like to get it replaced and then hopefully take it to a shop to get it painted and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, get this dirt taken care of, get it loaded into these beds, and then go ahead and get some garden soil and get it put into these beds. Putting the truck to work right away. So have yourselves a great night, have yourselves a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next video.